What a game. New Zealand have just beaten Ireland at the Aviva. It was like a quarter-final all over again. Let's get it in. Let's get straight to the fans. What are we talking?
Too many penalties.
Too many.
Too much defence. Just no attacks.
Lads, what went wrong?
Everything.
They're raging. Don't even want to talk to me. How do we fix this then? Do you want to talk about that game? Come on. What's going on with the Irish? The Irish are usually so chatty. Was it just an off day? It was an off day for Ireland. Because I feel like there was a bit of warm-upness and everything. We've got another Irish fan who's standing by.
In the middle of an interview here. Well, how are you getting on?
First game against New Zealand, I think, is a tough test. Your first test after so long.
I'm very disappointed. New Zealand 9 or 10 games played in the trot. It's very hard to match that.
They bet the English last week, which is good, but they were prepared, they were warm, we were cold.
As my father said, they weren't at their milk. Ireland weren't ready for that game.
Too many silly mistakes from Ireland. Out of New Zealand, 23 points, 15 of them were penalties. Indiscipline cost us that game today, and Ireland didn't play well enough. Simple as.
They shouldn't have played that game first.
Whoever put that schedule together, sake.
It up, yeah. He was obviously a Kiwi. He was obviously
Tough result. Yeah. Well, it's even tougher. My dad's from New Zealand, my mum's Irish, so...
Oh, you're literally torn apart and everything.
Well, Irish all the way.
The thing is, right, my wife is in New Zealand.
Oh, in New Zealand right now?
I've got a new divorcee.
Heartbreaking. Any interviews for RugbyPass? Lads? No. Couple words about the game?
No,
Come in.
Shite!
Come on. Too many knock-ons! I have to get out of Ireland right now because she's ringing me now. There she is from New Zealand. Is this the divorce papers?
What's she saying?
She's a fucking Kiwi. Fuck the Kiwis.
We've got a big loudmouth New Zealand over here. I think he wants to say something. He's running away. Come on, you won. You got something to brag now. Do we want some thoughts from some All Blacks fans?
Yeah, mate.
Right.
I mean, it's a tough game. Both sides can put their best out. I mean, it is what it is. Go the fucking All Blacks. All respect to the Irish.
Honestly, all respect to the Irish.
Legends, eh?
Mate, we had the best time, man. All I can say is sorry about that, Ireland, mate.
Oh, no. That really stings, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What do you think about that game?
It was cool.
We did some really good shit tonight, and we won.
I'm from Hawaii.
Yeah.
So I'm 25% Irish, so I'm like half New Zealand.
You're still trying to...
50-50, so it's a bit tough. My dad's from New Zealand, my mum's Irish, so it's tough to watch.
It is tough to watch, but you know what? Ireland, they were awesome. They were flowing, they were passing the ball like New Zealand wasn't. I thought they were f***ing cool.
Do you feel that way?
Well, all I'll say is tell me you've never watched rugby. So
My first time watching rugby, though.
You're beating Ireland. Are you just number one in the world again?
No, we're number 2.
Who is number one?
That was a pretty tough test to watch for both teams, I thought. No one was dominant. A lot of unforced errors on both teams. How many line breaks did you see out there?
Not very many.
Not very many. There was nothing really to get overly excited about to say either of those teams are the number one team in the world.
So you think South Africa is still a better team than the All Blacks right now?
Nah, bro.
What do we think about people stepping up to the Haka? People advancing to the halfway line? Are we big fans of it?
I mean,
Oh, Well, no, there's more respect that you guys have got.
I mean-
I know we love that.
Yeah, I mean-
We love that. There was like,
Step it up. I mean, it's
everyone
one
around
of
us
those
was like had full respect for the Haka. It's like acknowledging both sides.
Real respect.
Yeah,
it was proper respect.
yeah.
There was a narrative that built up as well. Rieko Ioane piping up against Johnny Sexton, and then you see him leading the Haka there.
Yeah, that's the thing, like, you know, it's all that stuff coming out, and he's, you know, all these words between the All Blacks and the Ireland players, and, you know, they say you're a shit Richie McCaw, all this stuff, like, you know, there is that tension there, but maybe Ireland didn't have that today, and they needed it.
Rieko Ioane adding to the fire at the
Hearty Villa to the
He
boost.
was giving it large.
Mate, they all go hard, mate.
Since you've lost Sexton, I still feel like there's a bit of a gap at that fly half position.
You won't be wrong, yeah.
A big Johnny Sexton gap.
Now, you know what? You say that, but Jack Crowley and Kieran Frawley coming together. I would have thought that Kieran Frawley deserved to start that game. What he did against South Africa, he has the balls, so I could have thought that he could have started that game. Could have been different.
We need to even be stronger up front. And it's funny, I'm very confident our team up front, but we need to even go stronger to release our backs to move ball. If you look at the pace the New Zealanders move the ball, their try was scored. There's nobody to match that.
Ref was fair poor as well.
Small margin of bias towards the Kiwis from the ref.
Okay.
Wouldn't you agree?
I cannot comment on the referees. I cannot comment.
You don't watch the game.
A few decisions didn't go our way, didn't go the other way as well. So just how it is. But I'd say we could have taken him in the World Cup last year.
In fairness, the ref was Nick Barry was refereeing, wasn't he? Nick, yeah, one-sided, I think.
We showed massive tenacity, but the referee was biased.
Everyone's blaming the ref now, but areas that Ireland could have improved.
I'd say at the end of the day, sure, it's only Test rugby. Like they wouldn't care too much about it. Like
What?
Andy Farrell going on sabbatical.
That's okay.
I'm just a bit worried about no Andy Farrell.
Rubbish.
it's the players on the field. Doesn't matter who's up at the booth.
Are you a bit worried?
No.
Not at all.
Never
Not
too
at all.
worried.
Not at all. We have some fine English coaches following him behind him to steer our boys in the right direction, so doesn't bother me in the slightest.
Get that Grand Slam win.
Yeah.
Which All Black star really stood out for you tonight?
Mate, Damien McKenzie actually. He did well.
I was pleasantly surprised our scrum held up. We kicked a bit aimlessly, but you tell me.
You don't seem too fussed. You still have faith in Razor.
We're not the 2012 to 2015 team we were, and I think we all need to just take a step back and say those were the glory days, and now we just need to accept that everyone else is maybe a little bit better.
The All Blacks aren't getting worse. Everyone's getting better.
That's a very leading question.
It's actually great in a way, the first team of the season. If we won tonight, we think we'd be unbeatable. But now we know what we need to do.
I wouldn't say that's a world number one performance. Ireland get too confident when they're number one.
I would happily say that both teams were mediocre and we got the win.
I think that's a fair way to put it. Thank you very much. Any last words? Any last words for Razor?
For Razor?
Yeah.
Razor, you're a good dude, bro.
Any last words?
We'll be back.
You'll be back.
We'll be back. It's Bundy for president and up conduct.
Couple words about that game.
Thank you. Yeah. What country are you from?
Scotland.
That's fine. No.
What's your name?
I'm Ross.
Ross Finley. Nice
Yeah.
to meet you. This
Finley.
is for RugbyPass.
RugbyPass.
Wow.
Follow RugbyPass on Instagram.
Fantastic. That's what we love
hope
to
to see you
hear.
there.
That's the main part. You won. Fingers crossed for the divorce. Like, you know,
Yeah, I'm fucked.
I think everyone's cleared out now. What a spectacle. Ireland fans don't seem to be too worried. All Blacks fans seem to be on the up. We could see them number one, depending on some results on Sunday. Fingers crossed for Scotland. We'll catch you later, guys. Bye-bye.